house with Bowser, Hobby,
Welcome back to Pat and Ken at the Holidays, the 2015 edition. I'm Patrick McDonald, HollywoodChicago.com, FilmAutonomy.com, the Uber-Critic, and the Chicago Film Tour. Ken?
I'm a sugar plum fairy. I'm Ken Candela, the Movie Wag.
You're, of course, doing your Paul Lynn.
I'm channeling a little Lynn.
All right. This is the modern segment of our overview. It's from 2009. It's Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And, of course, we like to go over all the versions of A Christmas Carol.
They're endless.
Yes, there are approximately 1 million.
We're actually going to film one right after this tape.
This is the Disney Studios version, directed by Robert Zemeckis, and very much like a Polar Express, right?
Yeah, he used this, I guess it's called live action capture or something.
Yes.
Where the actors are all geared up with sensors and that.
Right.
And they act out the movie, and then the wizards of special effects go back in and transform them into these kind of digital characters.
Truly amazing, and truly an amazing technology that's just getting better.
You may be an undigested bit of beef, a lot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Mercy, dreadful apparition! Why do you trouble me?
A man of worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do! I must!
It's basically they wear those suits of lights, and they actually act the film out, and then they draw it in.
I'll actually be wearing one of those suits on Christmas Eve.
There you go. That's none of my business, but okay. We don't have to explain what happens in A Christmas Carol.
No.
It's the three ghosts and everything.
Right.
But this one, I have to say, was spectacular. Ken, I was blown away.
You'd never seen it
I
before.
had never seen it before, and the reason I did not approach it is because I didn't want to see Jim Carrey ruin it.
Is it possible that you might put your cap on?
Would you so soon put out with your worldly hands the light?
No. I'm so sorry. I meant nothing by it. I meant no offense. I just thought
Let's say Carrey plays Ebenezer Scrooge.
Right.
He plays the ghost of Christmas Present. I think he also plays the ghost
Of Christmas Past.
Right. The one issue I have with some of the movie is I like the film better when the characters don't look like the actors that are doing them.
Oh, well, I think that's part of that.
Because Colin Firth plays his nephew, and it looks like Colin Firth.
It's very Firthian.
And I guess to me, if you were going to have Colin Firth, this character, look like him in the movie, why didn't you just film the movie live?
I've always thought of Christmas as a kind, charitable time. The only time when men open their shut-up hearts and think of all people as fellow travellers to the grave and not some other race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Uncle, although it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good, and I say God bless it!
Because he kind of looks like Colin Firth, but kind of like almost like a slightly embalmed Colin Firth.
What impressed me is that Zemeckis did not deviate from the source. I thought for sure he would add some modern wackiness, a pop culture reference.
Some fart jokes.
Exactly.
No fart jokes.
But what we have here is a realization of the story that takes it to another level. I think this is a classic version of A Christmas Carol, up against the 1951 British film, which I thought nobody would ever approach. The Ghost of Christmas Present, which is my favorite ghost.
Right.
He transforms the room as usual. And from the story, he transforms the room, this great Christmas thing, which is spectacular. I can't imagine it on the big screen. But then the room becomes their transportation from place to place. What a genius move.
Very strange indeed. Not many mortals are granted an heavenly perspective of man's world. Yes.
One other thing that kind of I noticed and kind of rubbed me a bit. It seems like Scrooge is falling a lot in this film. He's always falling. He's falling down. He's falling off windows. At one point, he's taken up into the stratosphere, and then he comes plummeting down. He's falling a lot.
I thought he was going to land on the moon at some point.
Yeah.
But I thought Scrooge was used almost a comic effect with those pratfalls and such,
Right.
which is in the Carrion mode.
Right.
The Carrion mode, if you will.
The scenes with the Cratchit family again, they always tug at my heart. I mean, when Tiny Tim,
Beautifully
when
done.
Tiny Tim's passing is treated in the film and the family, I beg anyone to not shed a tear and
Right.
be emotional.
I'm telling you, this is the one. If you want to watch A Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve and satisfy all generations, this is the one. Ken, your Christmas bells.
Well, I'm going to give it 3 bells.
Yes.
I actually even saw this at the show when it originally came out in the movie theater and enjoyed it then. So I would definitely recommend it to people who are looking for a new creative treatment of A Christmas Carol.
And a new emotional treatment. Ken, I'm giving it 4 bells. My second 4 bells. Ding, 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 ding.
That's 8 bells so far, Pat.
All right, in our next segment of Pat and Ken at the Holidays 2015, Ken, it's surreal Christmas time.
Surreally, Pat?
Yes, that traditional joke always works. We're going to be looking at one of my all-time favorites, Ken, a Judy Garland Christmas special from 1963.
In glorious black and white.
And she's on drugs. That's next time on Pat and Ken at the Holidays.